My name is Akio Sakido.
Hey guys, this is Anto Lecky.
My name is Leo Bliss.
My name is Akava, go by the name Baba D.
And you're tuned into Rapid TV.
And I love Rapid TV.
Shout out
Rapid TV. Thank you, Rapid TV. Please keep watching
Rapid TV. This is Rapid TV.
Rapid TV.
Keep watching.
Keep it rev down.
Leave it like that.
Chineke ukwu ọ bụghị kere elu ka ala anyị na-atụrụ gị mma lekwe ndị bịara nga m ugbu a ọ bụ ndị si na Rapid telivishọn ha bịara ka mụ na ụlọ abụ mkparịta ụka ka mụ na ụlọ abụ mkpa ife gbasara omenala mụdachi Chineke ukwu o jiri bịa lejiwala nna m chi ọ bịara nga m abịagbule m ya nga ịla mkpukpu apụla ya n'azụ ọ bụ ọjị na anyị na-eji anabata ọ bụkwa na ọjị la nna anyị njiri lụọ nwaanyị lụọ nne anyị ọ bụkwa na ya na njiri ga-anabata we ọ bụkwa na ọjị la anyị na-eji anabata ọbịa a na-achị Chineke ukwu mkpa a bịaruwa ma enyewa ọjị aga wee ta ọjị tata mma anyị ga-eta ọjị tata udo anyị ga-eta ọjị tata ọganihu ọ ga-edoro Abia steeti mma ọ ga-edoro Naijiria mma n'aha nke nna na nke ọkpara na nke mmụọ nsọ amen.
Good morning, glad to have you join us on today's episode of Eastern Circle on Rapid TV. We're reaching you live from our studio here in Umuahia, the capital of Abia, God's own state. My name is Adeze Ibrahim, and of course, Michael is making me laugh. What's your problem this morning? Michael, good morning.
Oh my goodness, good morning to you, Ada. Glad to have you, of course, as always. It's always a beautiful sight to have you beside me, so it's not new. And but yeah, you know, black also looks good on you apart from red. Fantastic.
Thank you, Michael. You're not looking bad either.
Yeah, okay, thank you. A very good morning to you. Welcome. This is Eastern Circle, and it's beautiful to be here once again. Another day that the Lord has made us, I'd like to say, and we don't have any choice but to be glad and rejoice
in it.
So this morning we'll begin with development. My name is Michael Odemina, by the way. I haven't forgotten. So we begin this morning with a look at a recent development in the educational sector here in the state, with the rebuilding of 170 primary schools and as well 54 secondary schools in the state. And that promise was made quite a while ago, and then we're seeing some fruition come to pass right about now. And apart from that, of course, bulk of what we will be bringing to you is more of entertainment. Today we had the last eviction phase of the Star Rise Singers Hunt. All right, we'll bring you update from that, something that will really interest you. So just sit back and let's get started. Let's get started with what we have for you this morning, but after the break.
Welcome back. And in a bid to be more focused on education, the Abia State government has begun rebuilding 170 primary schools and 54 secondary schools to international standard here in Abia State. And it really interests me to know that the governor, Alex Oti, is really interested in certain things. Yesterday we talked about the health sector, and today we're talking about the education sector. And I think that rebuilding of schools is really time for it. Sometime last year I visited where I attended primary school, and what I saw there,
Leave your eyes.
it was looking like a good state, as in it's not good, no windows, no doors, the roof is leaking, no seats for the pupils to sit down. And getting to know that the governor plans to rebuild at least 10 in each local government in Abia State is a really welcomed development, that he had so much interest in the education system. Last time it was trying to close down some private schools who didn't have, were not up to standard of what the education system actually wanted, and it's not bad for me.
Yeah, like you said, it's a horrific sight, if you ask me. I think myself, I've been opportune to maybe while traveling to somewhere, you know, you pass by some primary schools, some public primary schools, and then the only thing that I could probably tell you that this place was once a school would be maybe the signpost that's like fallen, or
if it is still there,
destroyed. Yeah, and then you look at the place is already covered with grasses, and then you could see one part of the pole that is used for the goalpost in the field area, and then you could see some part of the roof that was not, the ones that had not gone out anyway, but then you hardly see doors, you hardly see windows, and then the paintings as well, everything is kind of like dilapidated. So we see this a lot. But then also the idea of having to rebuild instead of maybe starting afresh, all of that is also interesting, because I mean the government also would want to save costs. So why not refurbish the ones that are already existing, bring them back? Like, in fact, I would say resurrect. Bring them back to life, and then of course you can save some money for government to work with, and then we'll still enjoy good standard of education. Because as far as I'm concerned, I like to say it every other time, an educated, a healthy people, these two things, that's what makes development, that's what makes a place developed, that's what opens up everything, actually.
I agree with you, Michael. Were you still going to say something?
Yeah, go ahead.
I agree with you. The Universal Basic Education Act of 2024 provides every child with compulsory and free education from primary to junior secondary. I'm telling you, so when you come into a community and you don't have schools, or schools are in this state, the kids won't be able to have this privilege of actually going to school. So it's commendable.
We talk about China, we celebrate China today, or everybody is like, China almost will be importing human beings and everything. How did they do all of that? First of all, they started with population control.
Yeah.
All right, very important, because you must be able to cater for what you can handle, like maybe to have what you can handle. So control the population, educate the population, and what you have is everyone who's bringing value into the system, because they have the equipment, they have been equipped mentally to provide value. And now they are not only enjoying the value, they have enough of it now that they can export. So when we trifle with education here, starting with budgeting, allocation and all of that for the education system in this country, it's very funny, very laughable, because it's as if we know exactly what our problem is, but we just prefer to just cycle around it every other time, and then we'll come back to complain about the same thing. So in this situation, it's a good thing that I think if the government would see it through, because thankfully this announcement was made about some weeks ago, but we are hearing that about 13 schools are already beginning with the first phase of the rebuilding. So we want to see this concluded, and not just rebuilding, properly equipped and properly staffed.
Yes.
All right? Because when we talk about this in the country, places like Anambra, for instance, right? I don't know what everyone thinks, but at least back then, previous administrations, P2B and the rest of them, they did something very remarkable with the education system. All right? One of the things he did while he was there was to take back the mission schools, give them back to the church for proper assessment and monitoring, and then they try to provide school buses to even some public schools. So you make education interesting for children to go to school, and we are reaping the dividends now. Of course, we just had the Global World Affairs Challenge, and it was CKC boys that won that challenge. It's global. They won in the country, they won in Africa, and they won globally. And Nigeria is taking glory for it, but it's Anambra State, it's stemming from Anambra State. We have big schools all around the country, right? Some of them paying huge fees. But in Anambra State, we have that. And that's not even all. We had the national competition for girls in tech, right? It was also some girls from Anambra State. So these are, and interestingly, the CKC is a mission school. It was one of the mission schools that was handed back to the church. So you can imagine.
Likewise, the girls' school,
so,
the Catholic-owned school.
You get the point. So when you pay more attention to education, I mean, we cannot overemphasize the dividends because it's not hidden.
You definitely
we get to see it. It's just going to be everywhere for everyone to see.
And I was also going to add that might come as a suggestion to the Abia State government, as they are rebranding and equipping the schools. They should also pay attention to the teachers in Abia State, prompt payment of salaries, and make sure they're well taken care of, because I believe that when a teacher is well taken care of, she will be able to carry on her duties diligently without grudges and all that. Imagine having a hungry teacher come into the classroom to teach you. Like, I don't know what you're going to learn.
I said that as well when it comes to the health sector, because sometimes you go to the health facilities and it's as if the nurses attending to you, they had a fight with their husband in the house, or they probably were sent out of the house by their landlord. So they are transferring aggression on the patients, which is like dangerous, because it could worsen the situation of the person you want to take care of. And most times it's because they're not properly taken care of. Because if you know that at the end of this month you have something that when you receive it you feel happy, it takes care of some of your basic needs, you're happy doing what you're doing. Same goes to the educational system, because this is why a lot of people want to open mushroom schools, because it's been bastardized. They cannot, the teachers are not properly paid. So then some people can put up schools and then give school leavers, just give them small thing because they're out of school and they need even money to buy a recharge card and everything. Just give them small money and they get to the classroom and they start teaching what they don't know. Very crazy. So if the government can say, okay, we want to intentionally focus on equipping primary schools and public schools, all right, it's going to make a lot of sense, because equipping them mostly means employing capable hands. And for you to employ capable hands means you have to pay them well. So I'm sure they know all of this. So if we're able to have this happen in the system, it's fantastic. And in fact, I think apart from the public schools, I think there are about 6 model schools will also be erected in 3 geopolitical zones here in the state. So all of this is very important. But what we always say is it sounds good that as we're saying it, and then as we heard the news, the project has started, but we want to see a situation where the government sees it to the later and then make sure that everyone that is supposed to be there to do the job is being provided with what they need. And
there's also need to maintain these things that the governments are doing for the people. They don't just rebrand and rebuild these things and hand over to school heads and all that, and they allow the kids or allow strangers to destroy these things. So as they're doing this, they should also do their part in taking care of this, monitoring. This
I mean, the idea should be, for me, is to make public schools so attractive and competitive that people would rather go to public schools than even run around for private schools, whether you have the money or not. When you see the quality of education coming out from the public schools, you would want to go. They want to identify with that. That is what I think the government should focus on. It's very, very possible. It's achievable. You know. I agree with you, Michael. So let's move on to the next agenda. Well, that being said, of course, next will be the Star Rise eviction. The very last episode of the Star Rise eviction took place yesterday, and trust me, it's very interesting to know that. I mean, I'm sure the judges were actually battling to let some people through, because at the end of the day, we needed to prune down to about 10 or 11. Yeah, we ended up with 11, by the way. So, but we'll be taking you through some of those interesting stuff that happened yesterday. But the story of this year's Star Rise competition, Singers Hand, there's this particular lady that. This particular young girl that her story, for me, I think is inspiring. All right, and the lady that got a no, came back and had to go. Wow, she's in the finals. Yes. So, what that is, I mean, what's her name? I think Faith Chizaram should be her name. Yeah, she came the first time. She got a no, And then, no, the first time she was fidgeting. She
couldn't
lacking
finish.
all the confidence. And then she was given a second chance. Okay, fine, don't worry, go home, prepare yourself.
And come back.
Then she came back and
Got
tried
a
her best
no.
and got a no. And then she said no.
Buying the form again.
She went to go buy the form, and then she came back and then got a yes. Not just did she get a yes, now she has moved successfully to the final. So I mean, it's kind of inspiring, because sometimes you want to ask yourself, how many times do you try
And give up.
and before you give up? How many times do you attempt something that you think is really important to you? How many times do you attempt it before saying, this is not for me, I can't go further?
Sometimes people don't actually have the
Yeah.
confidence in themselves. You know, when you're doing something and you know within you that this thing that I'm doing, I might not be perfect, but I'm good and I can take it to a certain level.
Yeah.
And I think she had or has that confidence in her, and see how far it has brought her to the semi-finals.
That's the thing, because even if she ends up not winning the competition, at least this is inspiring for a lot of people. Even for her, it shows you that actually what you desire, what you truly desire, is
Can
possible.
actually happen.
It can happen to you, depending on how you go about it, how you're able to how you're able to equip yourself with.
You don't
the
just
courage to-
desire something and go relax. You have to put in work.
Exactly, because someone usually, I think that there's a quote, I can't remember who that quote is from now, but the quote says the proof of desire is actually pursuit. So if you desire something, how are you going about it? If you're able to chase after it relentlessly, tirelessly, then that shows that you actually desire that. Otherwise, it's just like maybe fantasy. You feel like you just reasoning it. Imagination just went by you, just imagining things. But if you could really chase after that, that shows that you desire that thing.
Exactly, I agree with you. And I noticed something from some of the contestants at this stage. And before you actually come for a competition like this, you should be very prepared from the first stage to the last stage.
You should really actually want to even do it in the first, because I feel like someday you just wake up and say, oh, so today is audition.
Let me just go,
and
no
see what's happening."
preparation and
Yeah.
all that. You
Yeah.
should have started preparing yourself from the first stage. Even if you don't get to the
Yeah.
last stage, you should have your songs that you want to present at different levels in this competition. I found out that most of the people that actually did well during the audition stage came back, and the songs they came with actually
Right.
failed them, and
True,
they
true.
couldn't deliver on that song, and probably they lost out on the ticket
I
to get
quite
to the
agree with you,
finals.
because I know I can tell that I enjoyed some people during the auditions, and then getting to the eviction, and I'm like,
What's this brother
I
doing?
thought we were supposed to save the best for
the
last,
last.
or at least keep the best. Start from the best and keep going with the best, because the best will get you in the first place. Then keep the standard and keep topping it. But it seems like you just found their way in and then they went to
relaxed.
sleep. And that's also a problem that we have as a people. I mean, you have to, just like, riding a bicycle. Once you stop paddling, once you stop pedaling,
moving.
you're obviously going to stop moving.
Exactly.
So-
Thank you, Michael. And I actually wish those who will be there at the finals on the 26th of May, I actually wish them all the best. Let the very best have the crown.
Exactly, exactly. I'm looking forward to the finals, of course. I would want to see what these contestants will bring to the table, because it's beyond what we've been doing so far. So it's going to be a lot of challenges for them to deal with that day. So I'm really looking forward. I'm sure it's going to be very entertaining come this Sunday.
Yeah.
So I'll just go. How would I put it now? I'll just go put myself in order and prepare myself to come enjoy myself. I think that's where I'll put it. I'm looking forward to having so much fun that day.
It won't be bad if you entertain us with one song, Michael.
Oh, really?
At least if you do a bibon say it's not gonna be bad.
Okay, you have to ask me nicely. I could consider that because of you. I would want to, if you would want me to entertain you, to feel good,
Entertain
I can just
us,
do that.
us,
no,
not just
no,
me.
not us. I don't think I have what it takes to entertain everybody. In
but you will
in
entertain
terms
me.
of singing,
Eh?
but I can entertain you personally.
Practice makes perfect. You don't know.
Okay. I'll take that under advisement.
All right, thank you very much for always joining Michael and I on Eastern Circle. And that's the size of our package today. And we'll take you back to Abuja for the rest of Rapid Down.
All right, and before that, of course, do enjoy some clips from yesterday's, the last episode of Eviction of the Sunrise Singers Hunt. We'll see you again tomorrow. Bye for now.
Bye.
Lives in me, lives in me, lives in, lives in, lives in me, lives in me, lives in me, lives in me, lives in, lives in, lives in me, lives in me, lives in me. My life is a what? A living just because he lives. Baby, 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 when I touch you like this, when you hold me like that, it was lost long ago, but it's all coming back to me. All the fantasies are just all coming back to me. I can barely recall, but it's all coming back to me now. Remember those walls I built? Well, baby, they're tumbling down, and I didn't even put up a fight. It didn't even make sound. I found a way to let you in. No, I really didn't have doubt. Standing in the light of your halo, I got my angel now. It's like I've been awakened, and every rule I got you breaking is the risk that I've taken. I ain't never gonna shut you out. Everywhere I'm looking now, I'm surrounded by your embrace. Oh, baby, I can see you halo. Pray you won't fade away. I will tremble at no other name. My heart surrenders to no other reign. I will bow at no other tune. Rest my heart at no other home. Let his hands leave no other crown, and let his new fall on no other ground, and let this eye turn on no other eye. Turn this eye from water to wine. Lord, I tremble, Lord, in your presence, in your presence. Oh, I tremble, and I tremble, Lord, in your presence, in your presence. Oh, I tremble, and I tremble, Lord, in your presence, in your presence. Oh,
I'm elevated, bye. Every hater cry. See me in the spotlight, but I started from the dark side. Pray for my family, I pray for my homies, I pray for my enemies. I know that they need it. I'm focused, I'm definite about my dream, cause you can't stand for something that you don't believe in. Welcome to my dope side, hope you got a change. Young, I'm making paper, man, I'm doing all it takes. Run the dream like a race, is there something else to chase? You see, I'm never kidding when you look me in the face. This is my life, and nobody tells me how to live it. All it takes is all I got. I can't hesitate, I'm gonna give it. This is my time, though a lot of people don't believe it. I play my part, and I go high, never going down. Lie on God.
I hollered help cause I was lost, and I felt a strong wind. Had a small voice saying the storm is over. It is over now. I can see the sunshine somewhere beyond the cloud. I feel heaven is over me. Oh, come and set me free. Oh, somehow my beginning stepped right in, and faith became my friend. Now I can depend on the voices of my Savior. I hear Jesus saying, peace be still, storm is over now. I can see the sunshine somewhere beyond the clouds. I feel heaven, heaven is over me. Come and set me free.
Then I never could have made it. No, 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 no. I never could have made it without you. Hey, I would have lost it all. But now I see how you were there for me. Then I never, yes, never could have made it. No, 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 no. I never could have made it without you. I would have lost my mind a long time ago if it had not been to you. I'm stronger and I'm wiser. Then now I'm better, much better. And I made it through my story, my test, yes, because you were there to carry me through my mess. Never could have made it. No, 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 no. Never could have made it without you.
I believe I can touch the sky. I think about it every night and day. Spread my wings and fly away. I believe I can soar. Send me running through that open door. I believe I can fly, yes. I believe I can fly, yes. I believe I can fly, yes. And I believe I can touch the sky. I think about it every night and day. Spread my wings and fly. You can fly.